make sure that you have watched all the videos from part 1 to part 22 before going ahead with part 23. Now let us study collision in two dimension. Two dimension means after collision, the two objects can move in not only in a straight line but in a plane. They can move along x-axis or y-axis. Let us suppose these are the two balls. Ball 1 moves, collides with the second ball, and then they both disperse in different direction. That means initially they came along x-axis, then they dispersed in this way. One went along this direction and the other went along this direction. So here, now in this case, the collision is taking place in two dimension because x-axis as well as y-axis comes into play. So in this case, let us suppose this is my x-axis and this is y-axis. Fine. Now let us suppose the two objects, initial and final. Again here also we will do the same thing. Before and after collision. Before collision, m1 was moving with velocity u1 and m2 was moving with zero velocity because m2 was at rest. After collision, m1 is moving with velocity v1, m2 is moving with some velocity, say v2. Now let us say that m1 is moving, making some angle θ1 with the x-axis. Similarly, m2 is moving, making some angle θ2 with the x-axis. In this case, since x-axis and y-axis came into picture, what we will do, when we write equation for momentum conservation, we have to write two equations for two different axes. First, we write the momentum conservation along x-axis. So, along x-axis, what would be the total initial momentum? This would be m1 u1. Total linear momentum after collision. This will be for first object m1 v1 cos θ1 because it is moving along this axis. This is the direction of v1. So, along x-axis, it would be v1 cos θ1. So, it will be m1 v1 cos θ1 plus m2 v2 cos θ2. So, this will be the first equation along x-axis. Similarly, we will write the momentum conservation along y-axis. So, along y-axis, what would be the initial momentum? Initial momentum would be 0 because initially the object is moving only along the x-axis. So, initial momentum along y-axis would be 0. Final momentum along y-axis would be m1 v1 sin θ1 because this is v1 cos θ1. So, this would be v1 sin θ1. Right? Similarly, for this one, for this v2, this would be v2 cos θ2 and this would be v2 sin θ2. But these are in opposite direction. Therefore, this would be minus m2 v2 sin θ2. Otherwise, everything else will remain the same. Whenever we talk of collision, the most important thing is to write the equations for momentum conservation and energy conservation. So, in case of two dimension, it is just that we will have two equations, one along x-axis, one along y-axis. Now, so these are the two equations which are very general equations I wrote, considering that the equation, that the collision which is taking place is inelastic. Because momentum conservation will be there even for elastic as well as inelastic collision. Now let us suppose that if the collision which is taking place is elastic, in that case we will also have that the initial kinetic energy will be equal to the final kinetic energy. So we will take into consideration that fact as well. Fine. So basically what I tried to show in two dimension was, in case you get a problem on two dimension, you need to consider conserving momentum along the axis, along x-axis and then along y-axis. Otherwise everything else will remain the same. The concept will still remain the same. Now that we have studied collision, we studied what is collision, what are the types of collision, elastic collision, inelastic collision. We also studied momentum and energy conservation in case of collision. Now that we got a basic idea of collision, we will try to solve few problems on collision. Thank you. Visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thanks once again.